Hi, my name is George, and I'm the community lead at Our God-Given Mission. And I had the privilege to lead one of our Heads Up Fellowship, and then the title was God's Great Grace. And I just want to run you through a few things we talked about, just to encourage you and deepen your understanding of God's great grace. So the first thing we kind of looked at is that we kind of assessed these two definitions, right? One being the unmerited favor, mercy, compassion, acceptance, kindness, graciousness, goodwill, and divine assistance of God. And then the second definition we kind of looked at of grace is the divine life, power, and ability of God flowing and operating through us in order to give us the supernatural power and ability for ministry and sanctification. So after looking at these two definitions, we then studied the biblical context of grace. And we saw that it really affects every single part of our lives through looking at scripture. So we understand that it affects our Christian identity. By the grace of God, I am what I am. That's in 1 Corinthians 1 verse 10. Our standing before God, this grace in which we stand, that's Romans 5 verse 2. It affects our behavior. We behaved in the world by the grace of God, 2 Corinthians 2 verse 12. It affects our living. Those who receive the abundance of grace, the free gift of righteousness, reign in life through one man, Jesus Christ. Romans 5 verse 17, by the grace of life. 1 Peter 1 verse 7. It also affects our holiness. God called us to a holy calling because of his own purpose and grace. This is 2 Corinthians 2 verse 9. Our strength for living, be strengthened by the grace that is in Jesus Christ. 2 Timothy 2 verse 1. For it is good for the heart to be strengthened by grace. Hebrews 13 verse 9. It also affects our speaking, our serving, our sufficiency, our response to difficulty and suffering. We get grace in times of need. That's Hebrews 4 verse 16. And when you have suffered a little while, the God of all grace, will restore, confirm, and strengthen and establish you. That's 1 Peter 1 verse 10. It affects our participation in God's mission. As recipients of grace, we are privileged to serve as agents of grace. Believers receive grace, Acts 11:23, are encouraged to continue in grace, that's Acts 13:43, and are called to testify to the grace of God, that's Acts 20:24. Jesus says, as the Father has sent me, even so I am sending you, that's John 20 verse 21. God's mission is to the entire world. God's grace also is the basis for our future and our hope beyond death. You can see the full Bible study on our website under Bible studies at ourgodgivenmission.com. But I just think it's important to really meditate and understand God's great grace and how it affects every single facet of our lives. That's the message I just really want to leave you with. God bless you. Blessings. Shalom.